A preacher in Toronto, Canada has been arrested for peaceful street preaching in a town in Toronto, a section of Toronto called the Gay Village. This was Pastor David Lynn from Christ Forgiveness Ministries. He was on a preaching tour there in Toronto where he preached in over 22 different districts. And on Tuesday, he was arrested for police saying that he was disturbing the peace. Now, the entire thing was caught on video. I'm going to put the video clip of everything that happened below in the description, guys. So after you get done watching this video, go and check out everything that happened with Pastor David Lynn. It will absolutely shock you. But he was there in the town preaching. He had a microphone. He was trying to explain to everybody there the love of Jesus Christ. He said that all people are sinners. That includes both heterosexuals and homosexuals, both. It wasn't anything where he was just calling out specifically gays and everything like that. He was including everybody. So this wasn't meant to just be some sort of a preaching event where he was just specifically targeting gays. He included everybody in that, and that God sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross for the sins of all men, because we are all sinners, okay? It doesn't matter what sin we commit. It doesn't matter one is not greater than the other. But as he was preaching, you could hear and you could see people in this video getting visibly upset with him, even harassing him, pushing him, putting their hands on him. And they were basically assaulting him, and yet nothing was done about that. He even went up to several of them and said, "Would you tolerate me as a Christian?" And none of them would say yes. Many of them turned their backs to him. Remember, this is supposed to be one of the most loving and inclusive and tolerant groups out there in the LGBT community. But they are the most intolerant bunch of people because they will not tolerate a Christian. They just won't. They endorse bullying, they endorse harassment. That's what they did to Pastor Lynn here. Absolutely sick. Now, as this was going on, police approached the pastor and tell him that he's disturbing the peace and that he needs to leave. And he's like, "I'm not doing anything wrong. These people are the ones that are harassing me. These are my rights, my freedom of speech. And these people are harassing me. I'm doing nothing wrong except sharing the gospel." So what he ended up doing was he got rid of the microphone, and then he just ended up trying to preach just in his voice, but he was being shouted down by everybody there in the crowd. They were trying to shove rainbow flags into his face, and they were, chanting "love is love" and all of this nonsense. Police then come back and then tell Pastor Lynn that he is being arrested for disturbing the peace. They said that he was making derogatory comments about homosexuals, but yet this was all picked up on their radios, but yet they couldn't actually confirm what it was that he said. And all during the video, you can see him saying, "This is against the law. You can't do this to me." He was later released on bail, but then police had told him he is no longer allowed to attend any sort of an LGBT event. But as he said, "I wasn't looking to attend an LGBT event. I've been preaching in all districts in Toronto." He says, I even spoke to the homeless, he told the police, but they didn't care about that. So this is just another sign, guys, that Christianity is not being tolerated. It will not be accepted. And then if you try to, street preach in, places like Canada or even in London, okay, they are going to arrest you. I reported on the street preacher in London several months back where they arrested him. It was the same thing here in Canada. You guys realize we are in the last days. The return of Christ is near. You remember when Paul went to spoke to Ephesus, how they shouted him down. Okay, he was trying to rebuke them for the worshiping of their gods, of their false idol gods in Acts chapter 19. Same thing happened to Paul. History is repeating itself now. It's getting dangerous out there. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this pastor being arrested? Sound off down below. If you enjoy these videos, please consider giving them a like and a share. Also subscribing here if you are new. I greatly appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes of your day with me today. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I will talk with you soon.